Hi, my name's Amanda, and I had a horrible experience with Hyundai Motor Finance. They repossessed my car without any sort of warning, through mail, through email, through phone calls, nothing. I changed my bank account information, and they kept charging my old bank account, which ended up being they were not receiving any payments, and so they took my car away. And I had to pay $1,100 of money that I don't have to get my car back. It was awful. Post-op, I had my cervical disc removed. It's been hard. I walked out of the house one day, and unbeknownst to me, my car was gone. A car that I need to get around everywhere, essentially. Nearly fainted. I am post-op. I just had surgery 2 weeks ago, so it's been messing up my blood pressure. And that's why my voice is a little shoddy. But they repoed my car without notifying me or my mother, who we are both our names are on the lease, that they were going to repo, nor did they tell us they were not receiving any payments from us. We pay every month. We are very good. But even though we had updated our bank account info on the Hyundai profile, they kept charging the old bank and then never telling us that money was not going through. And it was very much, excuse me, very hectic, very stressful to get it back, especially on me. It was awful. And we called them and we were like, why is my car gone? Well, my mother was calling since my voice wasn't as good as it is now. And they were like, we have not received any payments. And we were both like, how is that possible? You sent us emails saying payments were received. And they told us, why don't you look at your statements? Why would we look at our statements if we keep getting emails from your company saying payment received, payment received, payment received? And they said they had not gotten a payment in 2 months, which is less than 90 days. And they still took it. So that was their reasoning, is that they get payments. And that's how we found out. We wouldn't have known otherwise. Even their profile said, you're all up to date. So, we didn't know. Yes, we did. The first lady that was on the phone, she was quite rude. I think she thought we were trying to lie and that we don't pay on time. And she kept cutting my mother off. She had a very holier-than-thou attitude about everything and was like, listen, this is how it's going to go. If you don't do it like this, blah, blah, blah. So my mom was like, let me speak to the manager. You know, all I want to know is how to get the payment through. How do we get the car back? That's all I want to know. Don't want to deal with this. Supervisor, that's similar attitude. So unfortunately, it didn't go well either with the manager, but we did escalate it upwards. They did offer like a callback since we filed a complaint, but we have not heard from them since. They have not given us a callback. So it was escalated, but we haven't been able to do anything about it. We have not received a call yet. My further plan, well, we are refinancing somewhere else. We did get approved, so that's all being set up. We just have to close those ties and, shut everything down with Hyundai Motor Finance. Since they're not going to call us back, and I don't believe even if I call, because I've called them before myself, they're not going to escalate or call it back. I have very little faith. So we're just moving everything.
Yep.
Don't finance with them unless you know your bank account's not going to be closed or there's not going to be an issue with your debit card or anything. Because as soon as you change it, your car's going to go. I would definitely suggest going through your bank and seeing what they have and what they approve. Just don't do it with Hyundai Motor Finance. The dealership itself is fine. Never had issues with them. Finance, it's a no-go. I'd highly avoid them. I decided to go public because I don't want anyone else to go through what I have. I'm very lucky that I have my grandmother that can help me pay. But there are people who don't have that, who don't have an extra $1,000, laying around, and it's very predatory because they're taking your car, which you need in America because how the roads are. There's no way you can walk to and from a lot of places, a lot of jobs. That's the one way of commuting. Your car's taken away for something they can't control, which is something that changing your bank account information should not be punishable by having your car taken away. And that shouldn't even be a thing. I also do have hopes that while I have moved to another finance company, I can get them to call us back, maybe something that would really, really help.